Alright, what's up everybody? It's me, Nightfly720 here. I'm coming at you guys with a sort of different video this time. This is something that I kind of want to talk about, relating to, one of my favorite, or used to be favorite, game modes in, COD, and that's zombies. Oh man. Alright. It's weird, okay? I feel like zombies just isn't what it used to be. And I feel like anyone who played zombies back in the day will agree with me on that statement. Like, if you look nowadays, like, no one is really hyped about the new zombies map. Like, Alpha Omega came out, they dropped trailers, they're dropping teasers, and only like 4 people are like actually hyped about this. Like, if you remember back in like BO2, even BO3 days, which is what you're seeing here, people were hyping this stuff up so much. Like, you couldn't wait to find out what happens next. And, like, I'm gonna go into more detail into this, and just a few, but, I just, I feel like Zombies is on a very steady decline to, and it's starting to suck a lot, especially Voyage of Despair, garbage. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna go into more detail in that. Um, oh man, I don't know. It pains me to say this. I put so much time into Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 Zombies. Um, I freaking loved it to death. It was like the only thing I wanted to play, and now I really don't ever want to play zombies like BO4 zombies. So, I'm gonna leave that to future me to explain how I feel about this stuff. For now, hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like this style, let me know. I'll try and do it a little bit more. It takes a lot more effort to do this kind of video. But anyway, take it away, future me. Uh, See you all in like 10 seconds, 4 seconds, I don't know. Alright, so, let me get into, a little bit of what made zombies good before. Like you see here, I'm gonna flip through all these real quick. I loved Black Ops 3 Zombies. Like, some people were kind of iffy with it. It was the bomb for me. Like, I played this so much. Like, here in a second, you can see in the top right there. Uh, I'll go back. But, just all the weapons that I use. Like, this is, like, gobble gums. I rarely ever use those because I thought they were really stupid. The maps, you could see I got to almost round 20 on, like, every map. Except, the 3 worst ones. But as you can see, like in the top right there, I played for a total of 9 days on this game. Prestige 8, like I love this thing to death. And like, and I think one of the reasons was it is because the maps were so like diverse, I guess you could say. Because like, um, Black Ops 2, yeah, it had a lot of diverse locations. But like, look at this. Look at this. You even got some of the old maps, from Zombies Chronicles, the DLC 5. This is the first game that has DLC 5, and it's all for zombies. Like, this is when Treyarch actually cared about zombies. And, like, Gobblegums, I have plenty of them. Half of them I don't even use because they're all useless, but, the good ones, you can have. And, let me play a little bit of the story for you so you can get a good vibe to how epic this was. Now, you see how epic that is? Like, you just start that up for the first time, and that's what you see. You see your four favorite people in the sky falling, and they're about to die, right? And then they grab the guy, they pull the chute, and what do you know? Next thing you know, boom, dragon. How did the dragon get there? You don't know. You could play the map and try and find out. Do the Easter egg. Hint: it doesn't tell you how the dragons got there. Where did the dragon come from? I'm still curious to this day where the dragon came from. Anywho. You could see the trophies. You know, what do they represent? I don't know. And there's like so much you can do in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Like I'm using Go Rod as an example because it's like my favorite DLC map. But like, you know, there's so much to do, and I really appreciate that. Some people didn't like it because then, you know, freaking brain dead 9-year-olds couldn't play zombies anymore because it was too complex for them to understand that you need to grab 3 parts to build the shield, and then you had to get the golf modules, and it was like it was way too much for them. The map was too big. They were confused. You know, what are we gonna do? The 9-year-olds can't join us when we're trying to play zombies. And like, some people didn't like it. I actually liked it because it felt like, see, problems with maps that I had, like Mob of the Dead and like Buried and stuff. Origins, after a while, yeah, but like Mob of the Dead and Buried, I felt were like, they were, well, Mob of the Dead was like the best map, but like, they were like easy to do everything on. So like, once you did everything, like it kind of got boring. And I feel like that could be said with Black Ops 3, but like Mob of the Dead, you could have everything done by like round 12 and be like done with the Easter egg. Buried, it was like round 13, 14-ish. I don't know. Maybe not so much on Buried. Buried was pretty difficult. It was easy, but it was like difficult if you didn't know what you were doing. That's how it worked out. And Black Ops 3, it's like there's so much to do. You could either A, be in love with it and try and figure it out because you want to play the game, or B, you just feel like it's too much and then you absolutely hate this game. And you know, it's a little iffy. I feel like for me it was more fun to figure the stuff out, you know, memorize everything, and to just, you know, but it's also fun to just have some fun, which is why they have Zombies Chronicles and stuff. I mean, like, still though, like, would you, if you ever went back and just played World at War Zombies, did you ever think in your entire time playing that you would be riding a dragon in the future? I bet you didn't. I know I surely didn't. But you know what? In Go Rod and Black Ops 3, you can do this. And which brings me sort of to my next point here. It's um the community. The community for Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 Zombies was just great, you know? You get in a public match, you either find the guys who's just like, hey yo bro, let's do the Easter egg. And you're like, I don't know how to do the Easter egg. He's like, I'll carry you. And you're like, okay, cool. Or you get in there and you find some brain dead 9-year-old that doesn't even know how to reload properly. Um or the one that just grabs the max ammo, and you would yell at them because they're stupid 9-year-olds, like, why are they playing this game? Even though I was a stupid 9-year-old playing this game. And, but I mean, at least I knew, like, the basic rules. Like, you get those ones that just don't even know how to play the game. Like, they go down and they're like, hey guys, I got a Mark II! And I'm like, okay, cool. And they're like, I got the M1911, and I'm like, shut up. I'm trying to play the game. But like, the community for this game, even in Black Ops 2, it was so involved. Like, you saw like a piece of paper on the ground and there was like 30 conspiracy videos about, you know, what did the paper represent? How did it fit into the storyline? Nowadays, Trey could literally just be like, yeah, this is a really big mystery and it helps the story a lot. And then like one person's gonna be like, how does this fit into the storyline? And, you know, it's like, also going back to this, like this back in when BO3 was in its prime, right? You got Shadows of Evil and you were like, wow, this kind of sucks. And then you got the Giant because you bought the season pass and you were like, it's just Dervis. I've played this like 80 billion times. And then they hit you with DLC Pack 1, Der Eisendrache. Oh my god, your mind is gone. Now, fast forward to like, you know, a few months later, you get Zetsubo, and you're like, wow, this is even more hot garbage than freaking Zetsubo. Like, than Shadows. God, I can't talk. I'm doing this all in one take, so you know, it's a little difficult. But like, you play Zetsubo and you're like, wow, this is worse than Shadows of Evil. This is hot garbage. This is garby balarby. Like, I don't even know what to say about this. And then like, you know, you get Gorod Krovi and you're like, whoa, that's a lot to do. But it's so fun. It's so original. Like, nothing felt like it was repeated necessarily. And then, you know, like, yeah. That's basically all I have to say about this. Like, it was just great. The community made this so much better. The maps were like, they actually cared about what they were putting out. Like, they put effort into this, and I feel like in BO4, it just isn't the same. Like, they don't have that same spark of creativity. And that's partially due to the community disappearing. Alright, so now we're gonna kind of get into BO4 and why I don't really like. Look at this. This is already too much. Like, you see, like this this whole gobblegum system in this game makes 0 sense to me. I don't really like what they did to gobblegums. Like, yeah, you have the common ones, or the elixirs as they're called now. Like, this is garbage. I think they made a lot of the common gobblegums from BO3 into like rare and like uncommon uh elixirs, and it's like really dumb because now I can't use the good ones. The customizations are practically useless. Like, why would I ever put a charm on my knife? Like, that's just pointless. The character customization, I mean, what's the point though? You just look stupider. Like Black Ops 2, you had Misty, Rustman, freaking Stewinger, and the nerdy one, I forget his name, Marlton, Carlton, I don't know, one of those 10 names. You know, it's just, and it's like the perk system, they don't have like set perks now. So like you can change what perks you want to get, but if you want a different one, you gotta leave the game and change it. It's just not a good system in my opinion. Like the gobblegums, like they are limited to 4 now. It used to be 5. Well, I say used to, like as in BO3. It's like the matchmaking is garbage. Like if you wanna play a game with your buddies, all of you have to ready up. And like the whole like modifier thing where only one perk gets its full power is like kind of stupid. And it's like half of these are useless. Like I'm never gonna use half of these. Anyway, I'm gonna play a clip of the story, and then I'll break down some more. Okay.
Scarlet.
Did you find what you were looking for? Damn right we found it. You are worthy.
We may need this. After all, who knows where we're going?
Behold the great and mighty city of Delphi.
I thought Delphi was the city above ground.
Red herring. The one up there was a decoy intended to protect the real Delphi from its enemies.
Please help me. I am trapped in the temple of Apollo. These ropes, we're not the first ones in here. I cannot hold them forever. Let's take this nice and easy. The unclean wretches have tormented me for centuries.
Look, I know coming here was my idea and all, but I'm starting to have some second thoughts. Third, even.
You just faced death, Shu. What could possibly scare you now, huh? Know thyself. I hope you know what you're doing, Scarlet.
Where is my father? Where is Alistair Rhodes? Just like your father, I too am a prisoner. These bonds prevent me from freeing him. Please, I beg of you, set us free.
Now, man. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like in Black Ops 3, like, the story made sense. Like, it did, but it didn't. You were like, okay, cool, there's a lot of multiverses and whatever, and you gotta kill yourselves to get the blood vials or whatever so you could stay alive. This game, zero sense is made. Like, they start off, Voyage of Despair. It's like 1940s, and then boom, you jump to freaking gladiator times in 9. How did you get there? Oh, you sniffed a pot. Like, what's in the pot? What's this mysterious liquid? Why did he put it up in the tube? Why do they need it later? You'll never find this stuff out. And like, oh man, I don't know. I feel like the story just isn't as good in this game. And it's like, they try, and then don't even get me started on the maps, dude. These maps, they hold your hand like you are a baby that is just came out the womb and you're in the delivery room. Like that's how they're holding you. Like that's how they hold you in this game. BL3, it's like, I hope you can figure it out, and if not, tough. This game, it's just like, they might as well just have guiding arrows to show you what you need to pick up. I mean, like, it's very blatantly obvious what you're supposed to do. Like, there's no mystery to it. And then, like, the community. Alright, now I'm gonna get to the community point. This is what I meant to talk about. But, the community. Alright, so let's go back a little bit to, you know, Advanced Warfare. You got Advanced Warfare. You got the whole survival mode. You got the multiplayer. And you got the campaign. You know, press F to pay respects. Whatever. Like it's not the best game. It's definitely not on the good side. It's definitely not even close to a good game. But I had fun playing it. And then I heard they were adding exo zombies, and I was like, I don't know if I'm too down with that, but it's another zombies game mode. So of course I'm gonna play it. I got, what was the first map? Outbreak or whatever? I played it and I was like, this is hot garbage. This is hot garbage. Why would they do? And that point, marked the decline in zombies. Now, you might be saying to yourself, you can't compare those two because those are two different companies that made like different games. And to that, I still say that doesn't matter. It carries the same name. It's called Call of Duty Zombies, alright? It's the same thing. You would expect the same quality because the same company ran both sides. They just had a little bit of difference into them. And that really started the decline in zombies. And BO3, like, I still think BO3 Zombies is just infinitely times better than Advanced Warfare. But I'm not gonna lie, BO3 Zombies just didn't feel as good as BO2 Zombies. And I hated freaking Transit on Black Ops 2. But, you know, they made it up with like Mob of the Dead, Origins, you know, Buried even. I liked Buried. Die Rise was pretty trash, but it was fun to play with friends because you could troll them and stuff. And, it's just like, and then Black Ops 3, it's like, yeah, there's a lot to do. And it's very fun for a bit, but then it just kind of gets repetitive. Like if you just want to play a quick game of zombies, you won't be able to have anything fun. You'll just run around with basic weapons. And that's kind of the argument that people make for not having a lot of stuff to do in zombies. Is like it's you got so much to do. If you don't have a lot of time, you can't have fun. And I could see that. But like eh, I just don't get it. And then, like, Black Ops 4, I mean, this game holds your hands, so, like, if you don't know what to do, I mean, you're basically a brain-dead 9-year-old that complained about Black Ops 3 zombies being too complicated. And, and that's really where the community, like, Black Ops 4 is where the community just died. Like, people were, like, hyping up BO3 zombies. I barely even knew there was a new DLC coming out for this game. Like, I found out, like, a couple days ago. I was like, oh, I guess they are making a new DLC. I thought they were done with DLC for this game. To be honest, I thought this game was just dead. Like, no one still played zombies in here, yet they're making another one. And, you know, it's sad. Because, like, the community is what kept this thing alive. It's what kept this going for so long. Like, everyone was involved trying to solve this stuff. And then, like, you know, now they just, no one cares. And it's hard to say it, but no one cares. I looked on YouTube, and there's like 4 people that are making videos still about Alpha Omega, and they're not even about Alpha Omega. Like it's just a bunch of freaking Black Ops 2 Nuketown where it was fun to play, you know? And it's hard to say, but like Black Ops 4, it just doesn't have the same charm that the other two did. Like Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, they at least had some charm to them. This just feels like it's like repeating what the other ones did. Like you saw in this clip that's playing right now, you can ride the Pegasus. Well, that's not special anymore because I just played Go Rod where you do the exact same thing except you're on a dragon and it looks like 10 times better. It's like I just don't get it. And then like oh man, I don't know anymore. It's I hope this new DLC revives some interest in zombies, and I kind of doubt it because like everyone basically has lost hope in Treyarch zombies. And you know, you would have said this like a couple years ago, and everyone would be like crazy. You'd be a lunatic, put you in an insane asylum. But it's almost like nowadays you could just be like, yeah, Treyarch Zombies is just garbage, and people wouldn't be as upset. They'd be like, yeah, you're not wrong, because you're not. Like this is garbage. Why would people like this isn't fun? It's like I don't know. I have the same feeling about zombies now, like when EA puts loot boxes in any game. Like they like oh man, I don't know. It's like EA, they're like, "Oh, we won't put loot boxes in Star Wars Battlefront 2." And then like 3 minutes later there's a post and the EA's like, "Yeah, we're adding loot boxes." And you're just like, "Come on." And I don't know how that's related at any way to zombies, but that's the feeling I get. Just like, oh, come on. Like, this isn't fun for me anymore. Like, zombies used to be fun. I used to have fun exploring and figuring stuff, looking up guides and stuff, but now it's just a chore to look up stuff for this game. It's like, it's so bland. Like, sure, the environment's nice, but there's not as much to, it's not as interactive. Like in Gorod, there's dragons blowing fire on the map. You can get the gauntlet of Siegfried or whatever. You know, the little dragon dude. You can get the shield. Like in this game, like what do you get? You get the specialist. That's cool. There's only 4 of them. What's the point? And then there's the whole Aether storyline. I don't like how there's different classes for each side of the story. Like that's not fun for me. I don't like the customization now. Like, I think it's a little too detailed in my opinion. Like, each time you add an attachment, it makes your gun better, which it shouldn't. It should just do what it normally does. Like, it shouldn't add XP bonus for using a suppressor on the Strife. Like, it's garbage. And then, like, I don't know. And then, like, they focus too much on, like, story in this game rather than gameplay. Like the intro to this is like a movie. I felt like I was watching a movie while that was going on. Like this wasn't zombies. Like sure, like Gorod and Revelations and stuff. Yeah, those were more heavily story. But that's because it's like the conclusion of like the whole thing. Like that's the end of that storyline, or so we think. But like here, this is DLC 2. This is DLC 2, and they're throwing it in like it's the last cutscene that we'll ever see from Treyarch Zombies. It just doesn't make sense. Why is it so story driven? And the gameplay revolves all around the story. Like, it's not just zombies anymore. You're not just trying to survive. It's like they want you to do the Easter egg, because no one cares enough to do the Easter egg anymore. They basically force you to do the Easter egg if you want to get anything on the map. And that's a debatable thing to do, cause like I always wanted to do Easter eggs in old zombies maps, but I never felt I was good enough or had enough time to do that. But that doesn't mean like every time I started Origins, I wanted to start doing, you know, the Easter egg, which is gonna take like at least an hour or something. Like no, but then in this game, you want to play a game of zombies, you gotta do the freaking Easter egg just to get Pack-a-Punch. Like it's ridiculous, and it's no longer fun, in my opinion. And the elixirs, still garbage. The recharge on the grenades, I'm not a big fan of. And it's just like the only good thing that I think they did here is that you could share weapons from the mystery box. Like you're like, oh, this is garbage. I don't want this. So you just press R3 and then boom, what do you know? Your partner can now get it. And it's hot garbage how this game looks. I think, like, honestly, Black Ops 2 was almost better looking than this. And I like the variation in the zombies types, but it's also super annoying, these elemental zombies. It's just complete and utter garbage how stupid and broken those catalyst zombies are. Like the one that makes you, the fire one is annoying. The water one is definitely annoying. The one that blurs your vision and makes you stop is garbage. And then, like, the mini-bosses in here, don't even get me started on those. Like, the weird long-legged spider thing, I hate that thing. That thing is so freaking overpowered. Like, it's not even fun. And then, ugh, so much is wrong with zombies now. I feel like it's just more, like, cashing in on the fact that someone wants a good zombies map. Like, they know they're trying, not enough in my opinion, but they're trying to make it enjoyable, but it's just not when every time I want to play the game I have to do the Easter egg. Like, you know, you go to like, I don't know, it's just not fun anymore. And it hurts, it almost hurts to say that, but like it's just not fun. I no longer have fun playing this game. I'm not even prestiged in this because of how not fun it is. And I really hope Alpha Omega is better than this, But that's all I have to say for this. Like, it's not fun. Anyway, see y'all in the next video, I guess. Peace out.